Alright. Overall. Oh. So, today was push day. I wasn't planning on doing a pre-lift car talk because I was going to do those I was going to do the warm-up vids, but on YouTube. By that, when I mentioned going into the warm-ups kind of lengthier, that's really what I was talking about. Holy shit. Anyway. But yeah. Anyway, so I was planning on doing that. Got here, saw a buddy of mine who I haven't seen, nor heard from in a little bit. So, got talking with him, started talking to him just about a bunch of different things. Then, started getting into posing and whatnot. And yeah, so, just a snowball effect, really. But yeah, I just decided, because it was like an hour or so of just talking about different things. And just talking about different things. And posing and whatnot. So, honestly, I think I'll just do that stuff on Thursday. Yeah, Thursday. Since I already missed the push day, so to me it would kind of be awkward. I mean, I could just get them recorded and then post them correctly, but anyway. What I mean by that is, even though I missed this push day, I could still, come in tomorrow and record the pull day warm-up and, converse about that and whatever. And then on leg day, record the leg day warm-up. Or I guess I'd have to record two. I guess I'd have to record two, but anyway. Anyway, so yeah, no pre-lift car talk because I was planning on doing the warm-up, but that didn't happen. And then the gym was packed when I got in here, so no full lift. So, hey, at least we got a post on. But anyway, yeah, overall, great lift. I managed to pull some random fire and intensity out of my ass, so yeah, today it was a pretty good lift. Let's just say that. I mean, hey, the post down showed it, in my opinion. So anyway, but yeah. So, other than that, I think that's all I got. I'll be honest, I don't really feel like doing a post-card talk, so, post-lift card talk, so, who knows, I might change my mind. We'll see. Well, actually, well, no, never mind, I don't know why I was thinking that. I was going to say, it depends on if it's raining. I don't know why I was thinking that. But anyway, yeah, as far as tomorrow goes though, pull day, same thing as normal. Well, with the machine high row, so same thing as last week. So yeah, other than that adjustment, it's same thing as normal. So other than that, I think that's all I got. So either I'll see you in the car, or I'll see you tomorrow for pull day. All right, back in the car after packing up and hitting real quick practice on the posing routine, the updated posing routine. Forgot if I mentioned this, but I think I did. I really don't remember. I really don't remember if I mentioned it or not, but if I didn't mention it, then I updated the last bit of the posing routine. Gee, I think I did talk about this. So I think I did talk about this, but anyway, finally figured out how to incorporate these two poses that I thought of. Well, it's more of it being like one perfectly transitions into the other one, and I wanted to do it because it fits the song so well, doing it a specific way. So I was like, let's see if when I first thought about them, I was like, it kind of puzzled me of where I would even fit it in the routine, because it was just like everything just kind of already fit together perfectly. So I was just like, well, I don't really know where else to put this, so I'll just kind of forget about it. Maybe, well, not maybe, I was planning on putting it in posing routine next year for when I compete next year. So anyway, what was I thinking about? Oh, yeah, so I was on Instagram, saw a video of this guy doing a pose. I was like, that would be interesting. And when I was doing my posing routine, I do a different version of this pose. It's at the end. So when I was practicing my routine, yesterday during posing practice, are you gonna stop, you stupid individual? Now let's just keep rolling out as we see a white truck coming towards us. It's no sense, dude. Anyway, I swear people cannot drive in this freaking state. Anyway, so I was practicing my routine yesterday night during posing practice, and I just the pose just kind of happened. So I was like, okay. And then I just I did something else. I was like, wait a minute, can I do this? So then I went into the pose that I was thinking about, which then goes into another pose, and I was like, holy shit, here's what I've been looking for. So anyway, all that to say, this is gonna be epic, And also, this was after practicing it like 20 times, I finally took a video of it once I was comfortable with how it looked. And took a video of it. It's like, yeah, this is good. So then I put the specific song I'm posing to, I put that with the clip. And I've never done this before with any of the recordings I've made of my posing routines. So I did it, and I was like, "Holy shit! This is actually gonna be insane." But anyway, basically that means that everything synced up really nice and well with how I wanted it to. Poses looked great. The recording, the clip looked good, even though I had just inserted those 2 new poses. But yeah, the practice beforehand though, before I finally made that clip, definitely paid off, because otherwise I would have been on the struggle bus for sure. But yeah, needless to say, I am very excited to see how this is actually going to turn out on stage with a tan in pretty damn good lighting. So, and when I'm even leaner. So, when I look even crazier. So, anyway, but yeah. So, yeah, hit a quick practice run of the routine before I left for one time right off the bat, for a first try, since doing it yesterday. Did pretty good. Yeah, pretty damn good. So, but yeah, other than that, tell you what though, the thought of how good a burger would taste and feel in my stomach right now, well, not just that, but not just like right now, but over the past week, has been getting increasingly more frequent in my head. But I just keep telling myself, just a couple more days, which, I mean, really, that's true, but yeah, no. But, yeah. But, and I mean, the other thing I keep telling myself as well, other thing I keep telling myself as well is like, if I did, go grab a burger and whatnot, it's like, what do I want more? A burger, or to even have the chance of placing at this competition? Because, I mean, for those that don't know, I am natural. I am natty, which is like why I'm not expecting, very much of, I'm not like, I shouldn't, don't get me wrong, like I have been training, like basically, I'm training like I have been training ever since I've started. Well, even when I was doing the mini bulk, the like 1 month bulk, which, I mean, now I realize that wasn't even a bulk. I don't know what the hell that was. I was like 1 month of screw around and call it a bulk. Anyway, but anyway, even like then, I've been training like I want to win, or like I want to place in the top, top 2, top 3. But realistically, that's probably not going to happen, because I'm going against guys who are on steroids and whatever else, steroids, peptides, whatever, whatever you want to throw in there. Either way, all that to say, they're not natural. So, they're not natural. I am. Now, whether or not you want to believe whether you want to believe me in saying that I'm natty, that's up to you. Because, I mean, like, I could go get blood work done, or, drug tests done, and show proof. And even then, they're still going to be... I've seen this before. So it's like, that's why I'm like, I don't really give a shit whether or not you believe me. Anyway. But it's like, someone will show proof that they're natty. And now, yeah, I know you can cycle off and, do whatever else to, to fake it, which to me isn't cool, but anyway. But at the same time, like, there are people, I've seen this in comment sections, they'll put up proof, or they'll put up a blood work test, or, drug test or whatever. And it's like, people will still be in the comments saying, oh, you faked it, or, whatever, or like, oh, those tests are really easy to fake. So it's like, okay, what the hell do you want from me? It's like, okay, so, like, what do you want from me, dude? So, anyway, that's why I say, like, I don't, that's why I say, whether you want to believe me or not that I'm natural, that's up to you. I don't really care. But what I will say, though, is when I do hop on, it'll be a middle finger to you people that think I'm not natty now, because I'm gonna freaking explode when I do hop on. So hopefully not literally. That would be bad. I would make a joke, but YouTube is controlled by a certain group of people. Anyway, shit, I might get banned for that. Who knows? Or shadow banned or whatever. Anyway. But, yeah, so, anyway, back to the whole thing, is like, realistically, I know that my chances of winning this show are very slim. Like, I highly doubt I'm gonna win a show against a dude who's not natty, And, you might be wondering, don't they drug test shows? Only the natural ones. So, and it's like, I've seen some of these natty dudes, and it's like, are you even training? Now, that might, it's a little ego moment there, but at the same time, it's like, sure, you're natty, and you might only compete in natty shows, but that doesn't mean you shouldn't, not train hard, or, not, eat hard. And I've thought about it. I mean, there was a Natty show not too long ago, and the friend of mine who I was actually talking to today went to that show. He didn't compete. He just went to it. I believe he had a friend or someone there that was competing in that. And next time I saw him after that show, he was like, and this was a couple weeks ago too, but he was like, with the way you look now, again, this was a couple weeks ago, he was like, with the way you look now, if you stepped on stage, you would destroy all of them. I was like, wow, okay. So, now, I mean, I have been getting a bunch of people saying I look good and whatnot, but it's like, against the not Natty guy, who's probably gonna be like, what's the weight cap for my height again? Like 167, I weigh 142. So 167.7, or wait, where was I going with that? Oh, like 25 pounds of lean muscle. That's essentially what I'm competing against at the most for my height again. Now that's just in the specific, like my height. That's not my entire class. That's not like the class A. So there are different classes for a certain range of height. So, and I think I'd have to look at it again, but I think it's up to like 5'11", maybe 5'10". Maybe even past that. No. Basically, in my mind, I'm expecting to compete against some absolute freaks, but we'll see what happens. You know? Honestly, I could be completely wrong and win this show. And honestly, like if I got called out as the winner, I would be shocked. I'd look around and be like, you know, what the hell, me? I'd look around and be like, you sure you got that right? But anyway, you know, and again, don't get me wrong, like I've been training like, you know, I'm gonna get, like I've been training like I wanna win. I've been training and eating, at least in this prep fashion, in the context of prep and training, you know, I've been training and eating like I want to win, or like, you know, well, not like I want to win, like I'm gonna win, or like I'm gonna place top 2, top 3, but I've always kind of kept it real with myself, like, against the not Natty dude, you know. Now, there is also the factors of posing and conditioning and, you know, that too, which, you know, open bodybuilding is where it's like, you know, just be a freaking absolute monster of a human being and just be like big as shit. So that's kind of why I like classic more, and just the idea of classic bodybuilding in general. I mean, like when I, you know, modern day bodybuilding, I look at it, I'm like, eh. I mean, really, like, don't get me wrong. I mean, I would say I haven't like really looked into it, but you know, like I like guys, you know, like Sam Sulek. You know, I like Sam. As far as like top level goes, you know, Chris Bumstead, even though he just retired, but you know, I like him too. I've been watching some of his, well, not some, but like plenty of his videos during this whole dieting phase, during this whole prep, about different things, dieting, peak week. He doesn't really have a bunch of posing stuff out there. I mean, I want to say he only has one video, which I actually did watch some time ago, so it kind of was funny seeing that pop up again. But I mean, really, when I think about bodybuilding, I go a little bit further back, you know, to the golden age era of, like, you know, Ronnie Coleman, Kevin Levrone, Dorian Yates, and really, and even into the 80s as well, with guys like, why did the name escape me? Tom Platz, Mike Menser. A little bit less on Arnold, but that, I would say definitely Tom Platz. But yeah, I mean, honestly, from like the 80s to early thousands is where, to me, that's bodybuilding. And I mean, that's kind of where you get into more of the mass monster era, and that's kind of where things have started to become what they are now. But yeah, so anyway, kind of went off a little tangent there, but you know, anyway, back to kind of what I was saying. You know, really the only reason that I've been keeping myself from going out and grabbing a freaking burger is because, you know, main way I've been thinking about it, a little less of how, you know, a couple more days mentality, but more so like, you know, what do I want more, a burger or to look good? Or, well, not necessarily look good, but a burger or to have a chance at placing, you know? Like, if I can even place, I'll take it, you know? Because I'm expecting to be the only natural dude there. Because again, it's not a, you know, natural show. So you know, in my mind, I'm expecting to be the only natural dude there. I'm expecting everyone else to be bigger than me. And again, you know, the judges don't, in terms of classic, now, here's the other thing though, I'm competing in two different divisions. I'm competing in, how should I do this? Men's physique and classic physique. So, but I would say I'm definitely more focused on classic than men's physique. Just because that's just where I've been. I mean, I look back at all the progress photos, you know, all my progress pictures from over the years, and it's like, I haven't seen one where I'm, you know, hitting a men's physique shot. I've been hitting classic poses for, I mean, since I started, well, working out. Not even like, you know, gym training, but when I first started out, you know, working on my own accord. You know, I've been hitting classic poses. So anyway, yeah, but yeah, other than that, that's all I got. So I will see you tomorrow for, should hopefully be a good pull day. I mean, I'm gonna get my last meal in, so I don't know why it wouldn't be a good pull day, but you know, barring I like suddenly die or, you know, get sick, should be a good pull day.